Hey everybody, I'm Steven21967 and we are in the Infected, and today in this video we are going to work on doing all the staging, getting all the furniture and workstations all in place, and then we'll finish up this base. Let's get the chemistry table put together, and then the advanced work, or this is the chemistry table, the advanced workbench, we get those put together. Let's see, I need to get some parts for this. I have enough materials to get this leather couch put together, so now we have a place to sit. And I think we want to get a couple oil lamps going in here, so we need 2 copper, 1 iron, and fish oil. I think I'm going to have to run to my main base and grab some copper out of my copper extractor there and bring it back here. I have enough fish oil. Iron ingots, I might be a little low, so probably have to grab some more iron from my main base. I also think that we're going to use fire pots also. I don't think that I'm going to have nearly enough materials to make everything I want to make. So it's like a switch between, we're going to put a little fire pot in one place and add also the fish oil lamps, you know, to try to manage the amount of resources that we are using. Okay, I have the materials for the fire pots. Let's get those turned on. I think each one of these, each room itself should have 2 fire pots and perhaps 2 of the oil lamps, you know, to try to spread out the amount of resources that we have to use in order to light everything up and make sure every room has what it needs. I have everything I need now to get the oil lamps done, so let's get those turned on. Now I had to go to my main base and raid my my extractors for some iron and copper, but that's fine. So that kind of looks okay. We do have a bit of light going on in here. I think it's all right. Maybe that corner is a little bit dark. We could move something over there, or just put that light more over toward, put this over more toward the couch. Excuse me. Put it more over toward the couch. So there you go. This is one of the crafting stations. This is chemistry and advanced workbench crafting area with a skylight, or a roof light if you want to call it. You got a couple empty crates there for you know, supplies and everything as they're working. And as I said, they got a little couch here. It's facing over the open window, so it has a nice view, so they can kind of come and hang out here when they need to rest and want to take a break or something. Alright, so I'm going to go and get the rest of the stuff all done. I'm just going to work right through it and get it done, and then I'll show it to you and you can see what the final base looks like. This room is now finished, I think, for the most part. So we have some fish oil lamps. It's kind of like that or kind of like the crafting station over there, similar kind of layout. And we got a couple of fish oil lamps. We got a couple fire pots here and there. Got a couch you can sit on. A box or 2 will get for you. Can have supplies. You have a workbench in here. We have our brick forge in here. We have an anvil right over here, and a brick drying crate, so we can, you know, make some bricks and everything. You know, the only thing I think I forget to bring over one of these cement mixers, because there should be a cement mixer. And I think the last base didn't have a cement mixer, so the bluff base I didn't have a cement mixer, and but the glass house base did have it, as well as my main base. So maybe I need to throw together a cement mixer. We can either turn this on or off if we want, you know. It doesn't need to be on all the time over here. Yeah, let's go. That's off now. We could kind of turn this, put that back on. Alright, so let's move over in these other rooms. Actually, we can kind of look in the storage room. You have a storage room in here. I just got to get a couple of lights. I need to get some lights in here, and then we'll basically consider this done. Got a couple of empty boxes there for adding storage to. Give me a second to get some light in here. All right, we got an oil lamp, but I'm only going to go with one oil lamp. Got a couple of fire pots on the ground. That should provide enough light. And of course that's the shelter that's above that I'll be filling out pretty soon. So now we got this room and everything is all set up, just basic storage area. And now we're inside the main living room area. This is where you come into the base. We have a wood bench you can sit on. So you can take your shoes, your hat, your coat off and put it up here in the clothing rack. We have an extra table for anything that you want to place around. Fish oil lamps for light. Got a cabinet over here. We can put like playing cards and games and stuff like that. Fire pot, of course, to help with the light. Got an area here for everyone to sit down and discuss stuff, what's going on, just hang out, chat, coffee table. We got a coal heater, which will keep most of this area warm. And the range is pretty good, so it does reach the bedroom above. We have a weapon rack, tool rack, another fire pot, and another fish oil lamp. So this looks pretty. I think this looks really nice in here. And down here we have the kitchen area. It's a little bit sparse. We don't have a whole lot here in terms of what we're going to place in the kitchen. We have fire pots and you see the oil lamps to help keep this place well lit up. We have a couple of table settings, one for 4 and one's like a kiddie table for 2. Here's our food prep table. There's a sink. We got a stove here, and not a whole lot in terms of refrigerator because we're in the middle of winter. We have some cans of fruit salad and veggie salad. We have a bunch of raw meat that is ready to be cooked or prepared, however it is that we want to prepare it. And here's the pool. We have a couple of chairs with some, some tables there. Put your drinks on. Got a couple of fire pots for light, including the fire pots that are inside of the pool. Smoking still. But there you go. There you go. And then there's our huge, there. So that's a swimming pool area. And here's the bedroom with our skylight or roof light, whatever you want to call it. Getting a little hot over here. See if I can just get that off. There we go. So up here we have a cabinet. We have a oil lamp, just regular for clothes. We have a table with a chair that we can set up our computer workstation or just our laptop. We got a regular bed, some fire pots, more cabinets, more clothing rack for our clothes. We got a loom up here so we can make things, and we got a nice little chair here. We can kind of sit and enjoy the view outside. And then of course we have our door outside. We can go look at whatever's going on out here, Look over the ocean, over here, over there. Look at the diving station, whatever. And there's a little deck. We'll get that filled in just a moment. I was crazy. I was just thinking, man, I need to have a deck out here, don't I? No, maybe not. Maybe this will be fine. So here's the master bedroom, the only bedroom. And I think finally we have the deck, the second floor deck above the storeroom, right by a bedroom. We have a bunch of fire pots. We have a couple of seating areas set up. I need to get some more chairs, but there we go. And then we got a couple leather chairs, a couple of shelters. So if you want to stay out of the sun, you can stay out of the sun, and then you have a nice view of pretty much everything right up here. This is about as good as the bedroom. Diving platform, the pool, the dock, yeah. Everything is done right out here. Okay. I think that does it for the upgrades. I think that's it for this video. We got everything set up. We got all of our upgrades. We We had everything was all staged, all the furniture and everything's in place. I think in comparison to all the other bases I've built yet, I think this one's probably been the easiest, and part of the reason for that is one, we're not doing upgrades for everything. I don't think that we need to do bricks for the walls and concrete for the foundations and ceilings every time. I think it does work in some cases, but in other cases, I think it's clearly not the best choice for this situation. And yeah, it's very definitely the least resource intensive. I don't know which one would be the most resource intensive, because the bluff base was definitely very resource intensive, even though we didn't do upgrade for brick. And I definitely probably between the glass house and the twisted base probably are the most resource intensive bases in terms of what we needed to do for upgrades and everything. Yeah, I think this series has definitely been shorter than the other ones in terms of getting everything done. But we tried some stuff. I mean, we got the glass in the roof. It's a thing, you know. Now we figured out that there is a way that we can put skylights in the roof, just tearing down not having the middle center area, and just make it at half high, and then add the extra glass wall around it, half glass wall around it, to help it give it some solidity so it doesn't look like it's just floating up in the air. The dock was very nice. I think it was a great idea to add the dock and to add the tie-in poles to the dock. And then finally, I'm glad that somebody threw up the idea of, I mean, we talked about this at the glass house where we wanted to put a diving board. And I kind of thought it might be nice. It was a big enough pool that I could have added some stairs and, made like a high dive. Not a terribly high dive board, but, one that's like 1 story up to dive. But instead, we got a diving platform, which I think is a much better idea. It's cooler. I mean, we can't put a diving board in that small pool. It's just not going to happen. And a diving board out onto the water, well, I don't know. Maybe yes and maybe no. But this is definitely a very nice and very pretty area. I think I like the bluff base. The bluff base in terms of scenery was spectacular. And this one is also nice, considering the fact that we have all the land that we can look at. We have the ocean and, some bluffs and stuff like that. It's kind of nice. Plus the water is also very nice. Yeah. I think this is done, and it's time to move on to another area and another base build. Not quite sure. I have some ideas. I've had some ideas for quite some time about where I want to go. It's all a question of what would be the next best thing. We already did a bluff base, so I don't want to do another base that's, high up in the bluffs, up in the hillier areas. I want to take a break. So we had to come down here. I knew I had to build on the water like this, and it works out just fine. And yeah, a lot of that has to do with the changes that the developer has made to giving us the ability to build. We can build practically everywhere in the game right now. I can't think of anywhere where you and I can't set up something for a build, and that's super duper cool. So anyway, that'll be it for this video. So if you guys like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You get alerts when I come out with new videos, which is every single day. And as always, comment. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Later, dudes.